So there is hair and makeup, right? I would have shaved or something if I'd known that we were doing this today. Do we have a budget for this? Is there a budget? I don't know.
You're the national director. You can approve a budget for hair and makeup.
Well, would the real James Hornby please stand up? Hi, my name's James Hornby, and I'm the new National Director for Interserve Australia.
What drew you to Interserve and to the National Director role?
Wow, what drew me to Interserve? 2006, there was this young lass that I was rather enraptured with and was trying to find ways to connect with her. She happened to be on track with Interserve. And to my great surprise, they gave me permission to come and visit. And I was very impressed with Interserve at that moment. 20 years later, nearly, who would have thought full circle, when I saw the job advertised, my family and I had recently spent some time in the Middle East, and we were really discerning what's next. And I didn't think this would be the next step of the journey, but we saw the ad on Facebook, and my wife said, "You need to apply for this." And so I said, "Yes, dear." So here we are.
What were you doing before you started here at Interserve?
I've spent the last 8 years in North Tasmania, Launceston. I was the lead minister of a network of Anglican churches, so 4 churches, 6 congregations. I had the great privilege of leading and serving in that capacity. Also worked as the archdeacon for the Northern Ministry region. Basically, I had oversight of churches in the north of Tasmania in an Anglican context.
How have you seen God at work in your life in the last year or so?
I think for me, the last year has really been a season of discernment and then transition as a family. And I feel like God's been really gracious to me in growing me in patience and gentleness. And I think, especially as a dad trying to help a family transition as well, I think that's really highlighted or given me opportunities to grow in spiritual fruit. Hopefully my kids would agree that I've been patient and kind in that. But I've also seen God's kindness in terms of clarifying how he's made me and bringing some of the things of who I am into a place where I might be able to use them where I haven't previously.
When you're not at the office, how do you like to spend your time?
In lots of different ways. 3 particularly, though. Karen says I have way too many hobbies. And they all cost far too much money. But I really like cooking. I probably don't do it enough, but I love cooking. I'm really into smoking meat, American barbecue, and I really enjoy Indian and cooking Indian. I haven't yet found a way to marry the 2 cuisines, but I'm investigating that. I love music. I listen to music a lot. It's a great way of relaxing and just sometimes having space for my brain to think and contemplate. And I enjoy playing and composing a little bit as well. So
we now have some rapid fire questions for you.
Ooh.
Tea or coffee?
Oh, coffee.
Mountain or beach?
Mountain.
If you were an animal, what animal would you be?
First thing comes into mind, I don't know. I literally had 5 animals pop into my mind at once. So I'm going to go with, I think the first one in my mind was eagle.
If you were to live outside Australia, where would you live?
Outside Australia. Yeah.
What's your go-to karaoke song?
I know, Yellow by Coldplay.
If you're hosting dinner with 3 guests from any time in history, who would you invite?
First 3 that come to mind. Johann Sebastian Bach, Martin Luther King Jr., and third but not least, I mean, I'm not allowed to say Jesus or some biblical figure, right? But
Jesus is already invited.
Jesus is invited. Third figure would be Joan of Arc.
Last question.
Sure.
What are you excited about as you start in your role here at Interserve?
Sure. Well, I'm 2 weeks in. I've got my L plates on. There's so much to learn and soak up, but I can say from the very outset, I'm really excited about being a part of an organisation that has, for 170 years, committed to making Jesus known in the Arab and Asian world. Like some of the stories that you hear in terms of pioneering, but also in terms of people just being flexible and adaptable and going, here's what's before me. I'm going to trust God in this. Is extraordinary. I'm really excited to think that we might be a part of what God's doing across the world holistically as he works to bring his kingdom to come, and as we see the flourishing of not just individuals but entire communities. To even just play a very small part in that role is an incredible joy and a thrill.
We'll come back to those questions later.
Yeah.